All right, well, pending the internet not dying on me again, Spectrum bastards, we are ready to kind of get the season up and running. Quickly, before we do anything, though, I want to go to the coach philosophy because there's a conversation about whether or not the Oregon playbook is the right way for us to go at this point. We had a lot of success with the one-back option last year. We really do need to just try to find the style that we actually want to play. Again, one back worked really, really well. But genuinely, I feel like the spread option is how I prefer to play the game. It's either an option run or airing the ball out. I feel like that is our best way to go. We, for the most part, have ended up with quarterbacks who can move. Not always, but the one back isn't bad, but I think we're going to switch to a spread option. And then multiple defense is still a pretty good way to go, just so that we're not committed to anybody in particular. So I think that's how we're going to look to set it up. It scares me a little bit that we might not sim well with it, but that's where my heart's at right now. Let's go over the brand new players here. This season at quarterback, B. fucking Arthur Hickenbottom, High Noon, meet me at the Alamo. And he's from Texas. And Buford Mad Dog Tannen. At running back, Juco Salamanca, Steve Harvey, Odiferous Tickle, Pinkley Taurus III, Motherfucking Cowboy, and Doc McStuffins, who will be redshirt this year. Again, he was kind of a walk-on, essentially. At fullback, Cowboy Shits. At wide receiver, Kent C. Straits, La Nutmeg Shiverbus, Billy the Adult, Fuck You, Marlboro Reds, Mean Gene Okerlund, Chugwater Truckstick IV, and Mad Milkman. I hate to redshirt our top wideout, but I have to do it. We'll carry 5 wide receivers and redshirt the other options there, so it's going to take a little bit of a hit to the receiver core, but I feel like we have to do it. At tight end, honestly, same thing. We're going to redshirt Annie Get Your Gun. So we'll have Butterfingers, Dusty Trail, and the Cisco Kid. At tackle, Eggs and Ham, Colm O'Driscoll, and CM Puke. At left guard, Yosemite Sam and all the small things. At center, Ras Beeves and Pony Up Express. Right guard, Ted Haas Wilson and Helio Am Here. An Endo Mills contribution. And at right tackle, Mr. Chokovich and Brokeback Mountain. So that would be 3, 4, 5. All right, so we need about 3 more dudes here. Let's redshirt O'Driscoll. We'll run with Eggs and Ham. So Puke is there. Small Things, Express. I think just the 3 lowest overall guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could even just run with 7 offensive linemen because technically the fullbacks or tight ends could step up if need be. So that is going to be the approach. Although this would be a good season to redshirt Pony Up, then we could get him for 2 years as a starter. CM Puke's never going to be good, so let's put him in and then redshirt Pony Up. On the defensive line, Okada's Coin Drop, John Marston, and Rodeo Ronnie Rivers. On the right is Dutch Vanderland, Optimus Prime, and Shooty Blasty. At defensive tackle, Not Sure, Snakin' Maboots, Fudge, and John Wayne's Pilgrim. We'll redshirt the Pilgrim for obvious reasons, and honestly, probably redshirt Fudge this season as well, because the other guys that can play defensive tackle. At linebacker, number 50, Shades O'Gray, My Twitch Broke, and Casper Ghost. Middle linebacker, Wild Bill Hickok, La Cowboy Bebop, Biggest Billy, and Meow Mix. And on the right, PBNJ with Hi-Ho Silver. If we were to take all those guys out, that would be 3, 4 linebackers, 4 linebackers. Cody, it's his entrance theme. 5 options there, 2 there. I don't think we need another guy available, but Biggest Billy is probably never going to be that good. He has a 70. High-O Silver. It's supposed to be High-O Silver. Well, it's High-Ho Silver now. Deal with it. Take Biggest Billy's off of the red shirt list. At corner, Lincoln Hawk, Cornelius T. Tumbleweed, Maine Moose Knuckle, Alexia, Fart for Me, Ride 'em Cowgirl, and Rusty Spurs. Ooh, are we going to red shirt here? We don't have that many options. It's going to be Rusty Spurs, I think. And then it's safety, Cowboy Curtis and Rich Texan. You also have Scrawny Nag and Sir Ketchums. Not really going to be able to redshirt anybody there. At kicker, Bo Byron. Our 2 punters are Arthur Morgan and good old Skeeter. Morgan still just has, like, no power whatsoever, right? It's an 83 now. Let's save him up for the season. We'll redshirt him. Again, we're not going to have to cut anybody this year because we were only at 65 players, but those will be the red shirts. Or we didn't have to cut anybody, I should say. So Arthur ends up being the starter, which is good. In terms of the kick return, Steve Harvey has the most speed, but he doesn't have the best combination with acceleration. That would be Maine Moose Knuckle, who doesn't have the most agility, though. Salamanca, 91 speed, 88 agility. Honestly, Rusty Spurs, but they were red shirt for the year. Who has the makings of the best return man? It's probably Salamanca. Harvey just doesn't quite have the agility. I mean, nor does the old Maine Moose Knuckle. Cowboy Curtis is probably the most well-rounded of the bunch. It's a tough one. Let's go for Cowboy Curtis as our return man this year. I'm willing to try it. Congratulations to Curtis. Okay. So, our favorite part every year, the custom schedule. It never seems to go well. We will have probably week 8 or 9 off. I think it'll be week 8. Okay. So in week 6, we end up with the letter W. Is there a W opponent in that week? No, there is not. We end up with A. Auburn or Arizona State. We'll put it to a wheel. Even though I want to pick Arizona State, it is Auburn or Arizona State. Who will it be? Oh, thank God it's Arizona. All right, we draw Arizona State in week 6. Week 8 will be off. Week 9, W again. Washington. A little bit scary. And in week 11, Z. Nobody's available. F. Okay, so in terms of non-conference, we drew Arizona State, Washington, and the Florida Gators, who have won a national title in this timeline. Yikes. Well, that be that then. That be that. In terms of recruitment, how bad is this going to be? It was noted in chat that we're going to lose a crap load of wide receivers not all that long from now. Who else are we going to lose here? Let's take a look at team needs. Okay, so we are going to need a quarterback, a guard, a center, and only a strong safety on defense. That's not too bad in terms of positions that we have to focus on. Let's go to athletes first this year. We weren't able to look at any, really. Mike Jones, we weren't able to look at any last year. So let's see. Andrew Wood. Let's see. Ooh, a sophomore, Brian Walter. He would be incredible for us. A 4-star JUCO, by the way. The very first that we've seen. And he's a sophomore. That is the first player that we are ever going to put 500 points on out of the gates. That is an incredibly high caliber difference maker for us. That could be a turning point as we got some other Chris Griffin. As we actually got quite a few JUCOs here. Adam Harris isn't going to be good enough. All right, let's scout out the athletes then and see who lives up to the hope and reputation. We'll look at Walter last. So Cedric Jenkins is okay, but not amazing. Then he's a sub 70. Walters jumps to a 78. He could be a quarterback too. A look at his stats. You're looking at quarterback or secondary. That's a quarterback right there. That's a potential game-changing QB. Chris Griffin up to a 74 is not a quarterback. He has good power moves, though. You're probably talking about an edge rusher, a linebacker, which isn't that bad. Jenkins. 94 juke move for Jenkins. You're looking again at secondary, maybe running back. Wayne Montgomery is a quarterback option as well. 89 speed, 87 throw power. Could be a wideout. Could play in the secondary. Could be a running back. Now for the big one, Brian Walter. He's not a bust, but look at that. 90 throw power out of the gates, 81 speed. I mean, our quarterback issue might be solved right there, just amongst the athletes. So that is fantastic. Let's go look at the actual quarterbacks to see if there is anybody here that we want. Ash Jolin. Ash Jalen. All right, let's see. Peter Jack, what a name. We have Quentin Ingraham. What a name. Well, it should just be Ingram, right? Well, in terms of natural quarterbacks, it's not looking too good for us right now. Too good for us at all. Well, there's the first. Stevie White, a Vineland jersey. Anybody else that wants to fit the bill here? Anybody? Julian Dennis, Brad Harper. And it's quarterback, 2 offensive linemen, and a safety that we are going to need heading into next season. Quinn Mullins, sub 65. Not going to take a look at him yet because we already have some good options. You got Lance Williams, Marco Smith, Tom Moss, who doesn't want to be here. Justin Bell, who doesn't want to be here. Anybody else over 65? No. Okay, so let's look at the natural quarterbacks that we have on our list. There's 5 of them. Stevie White, sub 70. I'm going to rule him out. Julian Dennis, also a sub 70. I'm going to rule him out initially. Harper's at least a 70. Williams, again, just short of it. And Marco Smith. Honestly, our quarterback's probably coming from an athlete position right now. If we look, there were, what, 3 of them? 3 of them, if not, yeah, just 3 of them because of Harper. So I'm going to rule out Harper for the moment, too. I think we're going to go heavy for those athletes right out of the gates. Let's go to the offensive line. Again, we will still focus for need, and then anything else is just a bonus. Be our approach. The offensive line, we need a guard and a center this upcoming season. That guy's name Andre Battle. It wasn't that the name of the freaking guy from Blitz the League? I need to go back and play through those again. We didn't get through one of them. We just hit a team that I could not beat. It was ridiculous. Jackson throwing super kicks everywhere. Anybody? Barry Roth is a junior. It's not great, but not too bad. Broderick Higdon, but he doesn't want to go here. Justin Smith. Anybody else? Quentin Smith. Guy doesn't want to sign here, right? It was Jones. Yeah. John Keith we can look at. Eddie Britton. Parker doesn't want to sign here. Washington doesn't want to sign here. Davis is showing up as a 60 out of the gates. 52. All right, not looking too good there. For the centers. Do we have anybody? We're already down to 3 stars and haven't seen anybody yet. Halfway through the list, we haven't seen a soul that we're eligible to try and recruit. There we go. Brad Ross, Leafs legend. And Troy McCullough, who could be outrageously good. Zach Browning, he doesn't want to sign here. Anybody else? Barrett Avery. Billy Baker. Errol Warren, but he doesn't want to play here. Jake Dukes could be okay. Humphrey at a 64. Got Isaac Burton, but man, a lot of these guys don't want to play here. They don't want to be stuck in the Sun Belt, I guess. Ben Harden. Anybody else? Please. Not looking good. All right, and then at center. Center. CJ Dingle. What a name. Sam Sapp. I was hoping it would be Sean Ross. Finally got our first option, Jermaine Wynn. Cornelius Preston. At least we're going to have options to scout out. I was a little bit worried at a certain point, but we are at least getting players on the board. 65 for Wilcox. Sharks need to start winning. Do they, though? Do you need the top odds to win the NHL draft lottery? I don't think you do. I think you can be all right without it. Let's see. On the O-line. Roth looks great. Smith will rule out. Quentin Smith will definitely rule out. John Keith will rule out for now. Eddie Britton. It's close, but not quite there. Same for Brad Ross. McCullough looks great. Avery, we're going to rule out. Okay. That's all we can do for the first week, which is just scouting. But the good news is, I would say we're looking decent in terms of, I guess, our situation overall, right? We're looking pretty good. Just going to need some luck to lock down these better players.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Shout out to It's Max 22. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You can join us in prayer so that we hopefully finally get promoted out of this bottom tier conference known as the Sun Belt. I would like to win to be able to advance before I die. It's my childhood. You had a damn good childhood then. Well, maybe not, but it would have helped. Shout out to Billy Baker, who's a gem. We'll Take Jake Dukes out. Ryan Johnson can be out there as well. Jermaine Wynn looks great. Preston's all right. Take Simpson out of there. Next to the raid as well. Appreciate it. You got Dortch, old Ken Butler, and Wilcox is out too. If we were to put full points on everybody that we have, first and foremost, we need to drop some scholarships here. If we were to put full points on everybody that we have, how many people are left? How many people are left? Or how many points are left? That's literally it. That's all we can do for this week. And that's what we're going to do. I still need to find a secondary option. But we're going all in for the dudes that are on this list in week 1. So that's made our choice pretty easy. It is our bye week as well, which is always good. One of our bye weeks. In terms of conference outlook, again, we are in a division with Arkansas State, who are also rocking an 86 overall, 79 rated Coastal Carolina, 75 rated Akron, 74 rated Bowling Green, and 77 rated Texas State. We have to make it out of this division, man. Please. Please make it out of this conference. In terms of our outlook for subsequent seasons... Well, I'm glad the raid from West Coast is blocking some of our future outlook because it doesn't look very pretty. Unlike West Coast, who was just drop dead gorgeous. How you doing, buddy? How'd the stream go tonight? What were you up to? Some MLB, fair enough. Do you care about the cover athlete? Because, boy, I don't give a damn. Thank you very much for the raid, though, man. I appreciate it. And Goon, of course, it's always good to see you. All right, well, we'll get through week 1. We don't have anything to do. And week 2, first game of the season against our old friends, Air Force. We love them. The cover athlete was Ichiro, right? Dude, do you know how cool that would be, actually? Roussel, what's going on, man? I'd be totally down for an Ichiro cover. Oh, my God. Jesus, that would be sick. Just because it would mean he'd be back in the game. And I'm here for that. This needs to happen. Now I'm upset that that's not a thing. What have you done? All right, let's take a look at the players that we have on our recruitment board already. Okay, we're looking pretty good for most of them. I'll make a call, no worries, please do. We have a safety that we need to find. Let's see if anybody is... John Oliver. God, he's talented, isn't he? What a talented man. And a Liverpool fan. What a guy. But yes, we are trying to rebuild Wyoming with JUCOs only. Junior college transfers and... Well, that's awkward. All right. Moving on. Moving on. How's the pro rel working out? Great for everybody but me. We would have been promoted finally from the bottom tier, but we lost the final game of the season in overtime to get stuck in this lower division one more time. So, we've done well in terms of recruitment. Like, we've ended up with quite a few good players, but we just haven't been able to put it together. We had a lot of injuries last year, too. That did not help. But you decided to recruit him. I did not. He was ineligible. Brian Dunn out of Cadillac, Michigan. All right. Anybody else with a half-decent rating there? No. Let's also look at free safeties and corners. Again, we need one safety this season to fill a team need. We already commit to A&M. That sucks. That could have been an unbelievable player for us. Damn. Vaughn Mangum. I'm so mad I can't recruit that guy. Vaughn Mangum. I wouldn't let chat change his name. That's just too damn good of a name. All right. Anybody? We're more than halfway through the list. There's got to be somebody. Jeff Smith out of Omaha. Ryan Williams from Denison, Texas. Cody Charles, Gahanna, Ohio. I don't believe that place is real. John Cooper, but he doesn't want to come here. Can he be our one exception? He absolutely cannot be. John Jackson, Michael King, not quite good enough. David McCoy, definitely not good enough. All right, last but not least, corners, O.J. Jones. And we did see our first ever 4-star JUCO that we are in the fight for. Could be an unbelievable game changer for us. We have, I mean, we know there'll be some corners here that are transfer options. They always are. It's never going to be an issue of not having anybody. It's just a matter of how good are they and can we be the team to land them. All right, anybody else? Jeremy Charles. It looks like there's quite a few corners here that could easily be mid to high 70s, if not even hitting that 80 overall. Gahanna's actually real. I don't believe it. No, I think people that are like, oh yeah, you know, Finland's not real, Australia's not real. Those people are weird. But I am a Gahanna, Ohio isn't real truther. Birds aren't real. It's true. There's the birds are surveillance. They charge on the wires. We're being looked at all times. I'm from Ohio. Are you though, Deanie? That's just what the man wants me to think. Or whatever the hell people that are absolutely psychotic say. Doesn't look like we're gonna have anybody else down here, and we don't. Okay. So let's use the 1,000 points we have left to take a look at the safeties and corners that we had. Montgomery is awesome. Darius Brown, not so much. Josh Wright's looking pretty good. Brian Dunn, not so much. Let's get scholarship offers in for these dudes early. Free safety, Jeff Smith, looking good. Ryan Williams, looking great. Cody Charles is okay, but doesn't quite hit the threshold that we're looking for. And then at corner, Eric Smith looks great. Jermaine Smith looks great. Charles looking good. Stewart looks great. William, oh my God, this is a year for corners, huh? Woo. All right, well, we won't be able to offer everybody a scholarship, but the 279s, there you go. So with that, recruitment's looking good, but it's time for our first game of the season. Air Force rocking a B-, C+ on defense. Please, God in heaven, it's a conference game as well. Please, God in heaven, let this be the year that we finally get out of the bottom tier conference. We have been in the basement season after season after season, and I'm tired of it.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you,
We're sick and tired of the man holding us down. Case in point, that's why we're going after the military. All right. Heads never fails, as the saying goes. And we will defer. Shout out to Bill Belichick. Let's get to simming. As we do, we jump in if the team needs to be saved. Please don't let them need to be saved. I would appreciate an easy first game. Unfortunately, our offense has struggled. Oh my God. Finally on the board. Tied it up at 10. 13-10 for Air Force. And we're going to be down by 20 with 5 minutes to go. Turns out touching will be required in game number 1. I am now immediately regretting my decision of the frickin' spread option. Okay. Cowboy, we're looking for the return here, buddy. We need a big play. Cowboy Curtis to the 50-yard line. A huge return. We needed that one. We needed that one. 4:50 to go. They have a lot of linebackers out there. Be a good time to run play action.
He's on the run.
Ha! Hell yeah, Dusty Trail. That was a great catch, and even better throw to even get that to him. All right. B. Arthur, 10 of 22 on the day. Jesus. That's not great now, is it? A lot of linebackers again. If we can get them into coverage, we should be okay. Over the middle. Steve Harvey, first down. Show me a first down. God, I'm not going to make that joke every time. Just most of the times. All right. Again, they love their linebackers. We're going to run the same play. Right over the middle again. Steve motherfucking Harvey. And we are marching down the field right now.
It stretches the defense when they're expecting the run, and then they end up with another.
For that triple option, we're looking okay here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line.
And still a lot of linebackers. The check down. Steve Harvey gets us 4. Clock is ticking. We're obviously going to need a defensive stop. We knew that was coming anyway. Goal here is to get this touchdown. Option runs the go. And B. Arthur gets stopped. Just absolutely stood up. It's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 5-yard line. Now he tries to buy some time. They bring him down. Well, he isn't one of the best players in the country for nothing, Kurt.
He is
and an excellent drive.
He is certainly a first-class pass rusher.
Comes to a pretty disappointing end.
Kicks up, and it's
Had no choice but to take the field goal there.
We take you now to Ypsilanti.
Again, this is a conference game too. We can't really afford to lose it.
On the right foot. Wyoming.
We need our defense to make a stop. We know that Bo Byron has a boot, though. That's out of the back of the end zone.
And they can forget about
Fucking field goal's good. Jesus Christ. Okay.
And as a
Need to shut them down here.
Sure, they're thinking about that score they surrendered the last time around.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Option run, nowhere to go. I'm going to call my timeouts now. I mean, this is it.
And he's brought down there.
This is it.
Linebacker. That won't be the last time today we'll be talking about this young man.
From their own 26-yard line. 2nd down. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Quarterback tries to take off. Can that guy get him? Nope. Bebop fucking blew it.
Down by this quarterback.
Well, their quarterback just manhandled one of our linebackers. Not ideal.
And he's level at the 41-yard line.
Gotta use another timeout here. Only got one left. Switch up to the 4-6.
It's 2nd down.
Quarterback takes off. That's gonna be the game.
Tackle made at about
That's it.
35. He made a real
Kemper Hodges.
Tell you what, In today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot.
Wow.
He made a great play and really gave his team a boost.
Well, we're going to lose week 1. For the second year in a row, we're going to lose in week 1.
And it looks like they might be bringing some pressure here.
We just had no answer for Air Force. On defense, our offense struggled. They played pretty well when I was in control, but we got 1 timeout left. So we pretty much need a turnover. They go to the fullback. We'll call a timeout. That's our last.
Comes away with about 4 there on the option play.
Cody, take it easy, man.
Second
Okay, well,
ball on the 31-yard line. Just under 2 to go in the game.
we need a miracle here.
And they get nice yardage on that run. He is now a school.
Well, this is the game.
Leading rusher.
He's had his eyes on this record since he stepped on this campus, and it's great for him to finally get there.
This is the game.
They're crowding the line.
This is it.
Got a man, but he's
Made the stop. Are they going to go for it, or did they take the field goal?
Didn't have any room to work on that play. The
They're going to go for it.
suffocated him there.
One more play.
Go for it here. Everybody bunched up tight defensively.
Let's go! Blue 88! Let's hot! Blue 88! Motion!
Fuck.
Navajo! Navajo!
And that's the ball game. Our best defensive player
Defense. Who do you try to
loses his man in man coverage. We will not get the ball back.
most corners
And Air Force take it in week 1.
who generally aren't very good in one-on-one coverage?
It's the 9th play of the drive.
We put up just 13 points against a conference opponent in week 1.
2013 Falcons.
Done in by the
Another game of
legwork of their quarterback, Kemper Hodges.
everyone here at EA Sports. Brad Nussler saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
The new Wyoming feels like the same old Wyoming. I don't even want to... Do I even want to look at the stats? I'm just disappointed by the result. That's all I can say. And our quarterback was sacked 3 times. Salamanca had 100 yards on the ground. It's just... I guess we just couldn't cap off drives. We missed a field goal. It ultimately wouldn't have made too much of a difference. It still would have been a 4-point game. Man. That's tough. It's a real tough way to start the season again.